Hey guys, welcome to Everything Arsenal. Bournemouth against Arsenal. Which lineup will Arteta go for? Will we stick with the same team that has played the last two games, or will there be some changes? So here's what I expect him to go for this weekend. So obviously we'll start with the defenders and the goalkeeper. I think it's definitely going to remain the same. Okay, not definitely. I talk about it. Ramsdale is obviously going to remain the same. Crystal Palace made a couple of very good saves against Leicester. Conceded 2 goals. His kicking was absolutely brilliant against Leicester. But the second goal, you have to ask some few questions. And also, he did lose the ball a couple of times, but hey, he still did well. So he sticks in goal. He's our best goalkeeper. At left back, you have Zinchenko once again. Tierney is back. He's come on for the last 2 games, so we might see him getting a start maybe against Fulham next week or something. But Zinchenko was absolutely incredible against Leicester last week, so I think he deserves to start 100%. Gabriel and Saliba, no brainer. They definitely start. Saliba did score an own goal last game, but him being cheered after actually scoring an own goal, that shows you how much the fans are expecting from him. And he's actually feeling good. And after that, scoring that own goal, he felt bad, but after getting the cheers afterwards, he's definitely feeling good once again to go. And then Gabriel White at right back. I would have expected maybe Tomiyasu to come in. He's come on for the last couple of games, but White has been playing excellent over there. He marked Zaha out of the game against Crystal Palace, and against Leicester didn't do bad at all. But we might see some changes in the next few weeks now that the Carabao Cup will be starting, the Europa League will be starting, all of them in September. So we might be seeing a lot of rotation there. So that is the back line. The same team, no changes there. Next up, let's talk about the midfielders. Again, just like the defenders, no changes at all. Thomas Partey starts once again, and Xhaka, what a game he had against Leicester. One of the best matches I've ever seen him play. He will be ready to go once again after scoring that goal. He was getting in some incredible positions far forward, and that's why he got the second goal. He could have had more. Can you imagine Xhaka having 2 goals in a game? Who would have thought? Who would have thought we'd ever see Xhaka getting 2 goals in a game? We might be seeing it very, very soon. He could easily have had 2 or 3 in that one. Also, was it the rest of the team? Odegaard as well. He has not been that great. The last couple of games he's not been bad, but he's not like stood out like there's other players who stood out more than him against Crystal Palace. In fact, he's actually one of the poor players against Crystal Palace, and that is saying something. That shows you how great everyone else was. And also against Leicester, maybe I'm doing him a bit of fair, not a favor. I'm not doing him a good favor because maybe he's actually good. He was actually pulling the strings and stuff. But obviously, Martinelli stood out more. Jesus stood out more, and all those guys. He is our captain. He definitely starts once again in midfield. And then the forward players, we will have once again Bukayo Saka starting at right back, Martinelli at left back, and Gabriel Jesus up front. No changes at all there. No problem with that. Let's hope Jesus can score his first away goal for Arsenal. I wouldn't bet against it at all. So that is the starting lineup I would expect. Ramsdale in goals, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, and then a midfield of Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard, and then a forward line of Saka, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. So which bench players will be here this time? We've just seen Fabio Vieira playing against Swansea's under-21 team. Same with Smith Rowe. Will they be back for this game, or will Smith Rowe feature again on the bench, and will Tomiyasu Tierney feature? I do expect that. So on the bench, all of a sudden, it's looking way stronger than it was against Crystal Palace. Turner, Tierney, Tomiyasu. So Tomiyasu and Tierney as the backup defenders. There is the option of putting Holding there, but I figured out if, let's say, Gabriel gets subbed off, you can just easily bring Saliba and White to play at centre back. So it's basically that we basically have 3 centre backs on the pitch, and I don't think it can get to the worst scenario of 2 of them getting injured in the same game. So if one of them pulls out, to Saliba has to get subbed off, White can just slot in there, or you can even have Tomiyasu coming in at centre back, no problem at all. So I don't think there's any need of having Holding on the bench. Cedric scored a magnificent free kick against Swansea, but I don't expect him to be on the bench for this one, just like in the last game. We'll mostly see him in the cup competitions or when these other guys are injured. El Nini and Lokonga's the midfield cover on the bench, and then Pepe and Nketiah as well. Pepe has not featured a lot at all this season. Nketiah has been coming on for the last few minutes. Finally, we will be seeing Fabio Vieira on that bench. I cannot wait to see how he does. We might not see him in the game, but hopefully we do get the result early and we can see him for at least for the last 20 minutes or something. And then finally, Emil Smith Rowe. So that is the lineup I'm expecting. Let me go through it once more. On small, Ramsdale as the goalkeeper, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White as the defenders, Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard as the midfielders, Martinelli, Jesus, Saka as the forward players. The only changes we might see is maybe Tomiyasu starting for Ben White. Not really needed, but if he starts, no problem. And that's it. I don't think anyone else could be replaced. And then on the bench, Chana, Tierney, Tomiyasu, Neni, Lokonga, Pepe, Nketiah, Fabio Vieira, and Smith Rowe. Only other change you could see is maybe Holding being on the bench, and that's it. So I'm happy this team starting once again. And if we go with that, my prediction for this one will be Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 4. Yep, another 4 goals for Arsenal. That will take our total to 10 goals in the first 3 games. That would be incredible because last season, in the first 3 games, we had 0 goals. If you can get another 4 in this one and have 10 goals going into the 4th game, that would be incredible. It would be a huge improvement from last season. Bournemouth played against Man City last week. They lost the game 4-0. Man City could have had 6, 7, 8 goals. Let's hope we can play the same as Man City did last week, and let's hope this guy continues the great form. Let me know your prediction. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.